Hey guys, Aaron Darjan here from Call Center Mastery with another client testimonial stroke interview, whatever you want to call it. Got Baz here from Volle Gym. Give me a really quick introduction. Baz, how long have you been here
Yes.
for? Give me a quick introduction on Volle Gym, how
Yeah.
it's all going.
Yeah, man. So yeah, Bas here, 24, doing this for only 1 year actually, starting in the 2024 beginning, helping gyms with getting more members. So yeah, I joined CCM about a couple of months ago.
Yeah, love that, man. And you've got a business partner as well, right? Bart?
Yeah, yeah, doing this together with Bart actually. Yeah.
Yeah, love that, man. Love
Yes.
that. What actually made you pick gyms in the first place, by the way? Like, what was the thing that made you think
I
like, yeah,
think it's mostly ethical, man. I come from a background in the medical scene. Actually, had tried to actually go to school for the nursing school, and then after that to go actually study for being a doctor.
didn't
The
know that.
second part I didn't want to go through because yeah, I didn't actually see myself working inside a hospital of some sort. But I had a lot of things actually seeing go wrong before actually everything goes wrong, getting sick, moving not enough, not eating healthy, and all that stuff. So I want to actually help people before everything goes wrong. Yeah. So
Dude, that's like, I didn't actually know that. I love that. That's like
yeah,
rather than how like a lot of agency owners get in because they want to make 10K a month and like
yeah,
you actually had a real I love that, dude. That's great.
yeah.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about what you guys were doing before joining Call Center Mastery. What was it like before working with us?
Yeah. So I was actually using High Level. I tried building something myself inside of High Level. Also tried some free snapshots somewhere. And yeah, we were calling the leads for a couple of gyms. It was actually costing us really very much time. I didn't had a great system for it, so I didn't know what the numbers were. I didn't know how much it was actually making us per
Mm,
lead, or yeah, and which agent what was doing the best actually. So it was quite a big mess actually. Yeah.
yeah. Quite a big
Yeah,
one. It's true, man. I always say this to everyone, like I've been there. I did it for a long time and
yeah,
it's just trial and error trying to figure it out. So yeah,
yeah,
you weren't alone, man. So many people
yeah,
have it.
yeah. We actually got a couple of guys actually working for us, and I didn't even had their numbers on them actually. You know, just the sales that they were doing, but not the calling stats. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was I was really blinded actually.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And so how were you keeping them accountable then? Like with the team, were you just like hoping, I don't know, like what were you doing?
Yeah, so the only thing that I could really check on is did they do the call? So I could just go in the conversation because the call was booked in the Google Calendar, and then I can actually listen to the call how that goes, but not like did they do all the calling rounds, the power dialer stuff?
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so yeah, it was a mess again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that must take quite a while, like having to manually go in and check. Like that
yeah,
must,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
It was a
definitely
very
annoying.
big headache. It took me a lot of time, and Bart as well. Yeah,
Yeah, man, that's a pain. Wow.
yeah.
And so, what do you think the biggest impact call center mastery has had on your agency?
It gave me eyes, man. It really gave me eyes. So yeah, I really, first of all, I love the stats. Maybe a little bit too much because I want to track everything. But it gave me eyes how we were doing, how Bart and I was doing. Also, like yeah, just him separately and me and the other guys. And yeah, I just could see all the stats, how many times we needed to call the leads. Also, at one of your coaching calls, you told me what we see is probably between the 1 to the first 3 days. That's most optimum time to actually get the lead and then make the sale. Yeah, we had the same over here. So yeah, probably going to change some stuff based on that information as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. Once you get the data, it's amazing what kind of changes you can make. So for anyone that's
yeah,
watching that doesn't know what Baz is talking about, there was with gym launch, we track every single appointment that comes in, and we track at what stage they were booked in at. So if they were that a day one, a day two, day three, day five, whatever lead it was, when they book, we take a timestamp of where they were in that process. And
exactly.
so yeah, so we found that 95% of our bookings was coming in that day one to day three mark. Day four, day five, day six, day seven, you're getting like 5% more. And so, if you've got the manpower and you want to keep pushing through, definitely do the 7 days in total. But if you're a bit limited sometimes and you want to kind of and figure out maybe more optimized ways of doing things, then yeah, having that data allows you to see, oh, hold on a second, why don't we just optimize that first 3 days and don't even worry about, we're saving half our time if we don't do the 4 to 7.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's amazing when
exactly.
you have data. What kind of decisions you can make. And so many agency owners, they just don't, not even based on the call center, man, but like just stats in general, like most agency owners know their cost per lead, and that's because Facebook tells them, and that's it.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
have no stats on anything else, and they wonder why they can't like retain clients and grow and
Yeah.
scale their agency. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
It was
insane.
so nice to build everything out and just know how much money was going everywhere and with each client and also with each agent how much they were making. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's
Really
exactly it.
insightful.
That's exactly it. And so, how hard did you find it all to implement, like the technical stuff and all the things in there? How hard was it?
Yeah, man, you really break it down into very, very small pieces. I think I'm quite a technical guy, so it was quite easy for me, but I think probably someone else will do it easily as well, man. It was great. Yeah, just
Yeah,
step by step.
I definitely get a big mix of people. Like I get some people that literally have no idea about tech, and they obviously need
Yeah.
a bit more help, which is more than
Yeah, of
like
course. But
I
then
do
we
the
have
coaching.
yeah, you had the calls. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I do the calls every day. Literally every day I have a coaching call, so you can just come and ask me questions if you get stuck. So if
Yeah.
you're not that technical, it still helps you. But then I get a lot of people that just come through and they just join like one or two calls. Even like yourself, like, I think you maybe joined like 4 or 5 calls total, and then
Yeah.
like you just
Yeah.
didn't, you were good. It's pretty easy. It's
Yeah.
pretty easy
Yeah.
to roll
Completely
out.
true, man. Actually, I probably just only joined the calls just because I wanted to build extra stuff on top of it. But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
it was
that's true.
nice.
And that's the cool thing as well. Like, did you find that the skills, I always tell people this, the skills you learn
Yeah.
are so transferable across other parts. Like, did you find that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, with the Google Sheet stuff and the make automations, now I can build much more stuff. Yeah. Just
Yeah.
learning just the basics and then rethink and building other systems on top of it. That was
Love
really
that, man.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, love. Have you built any other cool thing, like any other cool systems since we spoke? Is there anything new?
Well, actually, since we do sales on the phone for the gyms itself, obviously we need a sales tracking system.
Yep.
So we use Google Sheets, and beforehand we needed to put everything in automatically. And now with Make in between, I have a high level form. The sales rep actually puts in right after the sale what happened during the call. This was even a show or no show. How did the call go? Did they get the down payment and everything?
Oh,
And then
great.
it goes right into Google Sheets automatically. That's nice, man.
Yeah, I love that. So that was something
Yeah,
that I used to have with my first agency. I used to get my sales guys just to write, like, I think it was like a hand of an email they used to write, and they had to put like information in there. And there's always
yeah,
information being missed. And what I found was
yeah,
if you have a form and it forces people, like, and you give them example, like, it's
exactly.
people feel like, it's
Yeah.
beautiful. So
So
nice.
what I had the other day is because I missed the form actually sending, or Bart missed the form sending right after the sales call because maybe you got a call right after. Then I
Oh,
built a
yeah, it's
system to
dangerous.
actually to check if wasn't filled in after half a minute. Yeah, after the sales call, then I would get a Slack notification. So yeah, you just try building stuff over and over,
Love
make it
that.
better
I
over
love
time. Yeah.
that. Yeah, that's so good. That's so good. I love stuff like that. Yeah, if they don't fill it out within 30 seconds, bam, you get a
Yeah.
notification and it will.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
good. That's so sweet. I love that. And so, what kind of fears or worries when you jumped into CCM or before jumping into CCM? It's a people get worried. There's so many programs out there, man, and so many people just kind of like
Yeah.
worry about if it's gonna be worth it, that kind of stuff. Did you have any fears or worries, or what kind of worries did you have?
Well, in the beginning, because yeah, our system is what we actually try to do is a little bit different than the classic model of just appointment setting as an agency and then having the appointment physically at the product that you're actually serving. So we're serving gyms. So yeah, we were a little bit hesitant because yeah, we actually want to have sales guys doing a long call and then after that getting payment on the call and yeah, that was a little bit different, of course, but yeah, it still suits for the model. So yeah,
Yeah. So your main concern was that it potentially wouldn't work for you guys, right? That was like the
yeah,
issue.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Well, and what do you think of that now? Obviously you obviously it worked out, right? It was
yeah.
worked
It
out.
worked out great. It worked out great. Now I got the system that I need,
Yeah,
and I can see. Yeah, like I said, I can see everything right now. Now I have eyes.
yeah. I love that, man. That's really good, dude. Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that. And so what are your favorite parts? You've kind of already covered this, but what are some of the favorite parts of the program?
Yeah, I think first of all how easy it was to implement. Also liked the fact that I could just join each day for a coaching call. And yeah, since I now know how to work with high level connected to make.com, connect all the systems together, I can build much more stuff. So yeah, I think that's the most thing that I love. Now I'm able to build more stuff, man.
Yeah, I love that, man. That's so
Yeah.
good. Yeah, so awesome, dude. And so what would you say if someone's on the fence, they're potentially thinking of joining CCM? and they're not too sure if it's worth it, or if they're worried it might be another crappy coaching program kind of thing, right? What would you say to people that are on the fence that are potentially going to join?
Yeah, I think it's simple. If you have an agency, if you need to dial for your clients, then just do it. It's as simple as that. Yeah.
Yeah, cool, man. Awesome. Well, look, Baz, thank you so much for jumping on this and just giving your honest opinion of the program. I've worked really hard trying to get something good, and um, genuinely every time, like, I love doing these kind of interviews. Obviously, I'm glad that I've built something that can help people. So, and I'm glad you're
Yeah.
one of them people, man. And I'm glad you took the jump and you got involved. I know for you and Bart it was a bit. You guys were kind of not unsure, but you were like trying to work out was it the best investment for you guys at the time, and you were a bit
Yeah.
here and there. And um,
Yeah.
no, I'm glad you took the jump and you got involved, man.
Me too, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Awesome.
It was a good
All right.
investment.
Yeah. Thanks so much, man. I appreciate you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye bye.